Hello, we are back. I'm Gabriela, and Istvan is our guest. And I really wanted to get some time from him because I know that he has amazing, amazing stories. So I would like to ask you, please, Istvan, if you could share some stories with us. So like we feel much better when you are talking about like people. So please share some stories with us.
Thank you, because previously we were talking about the importance of the protocol and mostly about geopathic stress. I would like to tell you a few stories which happened recently, for example. A lady was looking for me because she had hernia on her back. Hernia is a common problem and it's a serious back issue, a serious back problem. Usually it's followed by operations. Now, because she heard about my work, she was calling me and she was asking me for help. I said to her, before I do any therapy with her, I would like to do divining in her home, which means I want to map up these geopathic radiations, the underground earth radiation in her house, because I know exactly this serious issue would not never form unless her bed position is incorrect, it's not right. So when I went and I was dividing the house, I found geopathic ley line cross under exactly her bed, where her lower back was. It was a cross of an underground stream and a Hartmann zone ley line. These are the places where we can manifest even cancer, because the energetic loss of the body leads to this, could lead to this serious syndrome. So first we changed her back position, then we did the treatment with her, and the result was amazing. Of course, a few more therapies needed to be followed to stabilize her condition, and we filmed a video, which I would like to add after this video is approved, how she say out by her own words, how does the protocol, the treatment, and afterwards the matrix drops helped her to get rid of the problem. And in this case, she had to take matrix drops treatment for heavy metals.
So you mean that like she was suffering for years and then what
It
happened? Like,
wasn't for
okay,
years. I think she
now,
suffered for a few months before she called me, but there was a few months behind, and there were chiropractors involved in her case. So she was asking for help, but there was no breakthrough, there was no results. When I seen her first, she was only able to sit in several positions. She always sit by, she was pulling her leg up. I think she found it a comfortable position, but she said she was suffering from pain. So that was a really major issue, which happened just recently with me. But I can tell you honestly, for example, a young boy situation, a child who had epilepsy. It was a childhood epilepsy. It was a 3 years of age little boy, and
I
I
think
was told,
like let's separate the two cases so that people can search for different symptoms. So let's stop with the video now, and
mhm.
let's talk about the other issue in another video so that people shouldn't have to listen to other cases and wait for what they want to hear about. May I ask you about one other question about this lady? You are a professional chiropractor, am I right? So, what
I
would
would never call myself a professional chiropractor, but I would definitely call myself uh, an experienced person of András Kovács Magyar massage method, which is fully different than any chiropractic method, fully different than any other technique.
I see? So, if I would say that, let's say this lady who was sleeping on this bad spot in her bed, um, what would you say? What is the difference between she going to an everyday chiropractor and still sleeping there? how the muscles and bones are behaving in these situations, and what was the difference in your case?
Previously, when she received the treatments, she could never get rid of the pain. And she didn't mention to me that she got any relief from other practitioners' um, therapies. When she was looking for me, I was first of all highlight or give her the attention of the importance of the protocol. So this is how we started. And the amazing effectiveness of András's massage method is that, and this is what she said in the video, that she felt relief immediately. And afterwards, because she never slept on the same position, but she moved herself immediately, well, I did move her back, honestly, into the position I recommended, which was neutral from any geopathic radiation. Her body started to heal immediately by the first night. So she said in the video that she had an amazing night's sleep and the pain disappeared for a week, which was telling the necessity, what I exactly told her at the beginning for the repetition, because this situation, the hernia, needs to be stabilized after with a few sessions. So this feedback was giving me the amazing feedback, and of course the matrix drops computer measurement of her improvement and the feedback she was giving me in verbal. So in other words, when she or someone get the back position measured, in other words, divined, immediately they feel different by the first night's sleep, and they have the opportunity from their body to start healing themselves. Meanwhile, if this step is missing, people keep going back to the practitioner saying that they might get some improvement, but it wasn't a breakthrough. In other words, they still feel the pain or the inflammation never disappeared.
I see. That's really a huge difference. So what people really miss in this case is that what they don't realize, that the body actually wants to heal itself, and the body actually can heal itself if we don't take the energy and we don't take the option for the healing, which means, of course, bones moving, that's another issue, but the tissue and the muscles, they can relax if she's moving out, and don't keep the bone as tight as before, if I'm correct.
We have amazing opportunities, amazing healing capacities. Imagine if you cut your fingers, for example, it heals. The body has amazing healing capacity, which what we can activate by setting up the protocol. The protocol itself is a healing process. And then at the top of the crown, or the icing on the cake, if I can take programs from the divine nature, these amazing programs, matrix drops, if I want to reset something, the perfect state. And in her case, it was a metal was present in her system, which needed to be disappeared. And this is the treatment done with her.
So she's basically done. She's healed, or what is her?
I would like to put on the video as a proof. Let me do it. Then people can actually hear these words by her own self, how she say out, and how I was filmed her only 3 months after the first day we met. Even there was a 3 weeks break between the treatment because she had to fly away. That we couldn't continue her treatment for this time. But then she came back and she immediately started to take the drops. And after 3 months, she went back to work and the pain fully disappeared. She started to do exercises immediately.
Unbelievable. Congratulations. I'm sure
It's
that
not mine. It's
people would
about,
like to tell
it's
you
about the protocol. It's about the system, which is, we are actually intent to drive the attention for the possibility today for everyone. So thank you very much again for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. And we will get back for the boys case in our next video. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Gabriela.